has never sucked dick. Maybe you're a man who has never sucked dick and you want to know what it's like. Well, I'm a woman who has sucked dick.
Chinchilla hips.
And I'll tell you, it's an incredible rush of power. Carrying that package in your mouth from a place of distraction to a point of unbearable focus, for me, it's often the best part of sex.
How about that fire? Grasshopper wings.
If I were a man, I'd have a big dick. I mean, a real handful.
Maybe some inspired new technique to bring the creeping crush of orgasm to crescendo.
He was an earthquake from the get-go. He realigned my tectonic plates with a smile from the bottom of the earth and a hard-on that shook my foundations.
Hot enough for your monkey lips.
Fucking! For the Yankee daughter, thank you.
Or maybe a combination of tongue and fingers, breasts and belly.
It will be the most romantic night of my entire life, and I'll be alone.
Oh, fuck it, 'cause I love you, man, and not in a slap on the ass after football practice sort of a way.
I am tasty. I am rich and aromatic and well-seasoned and earthy.
Frantic fingers search for the point where two become one as limbs intertwine, gates open and bodies unite in a dance that comes a little too naturally and lasts a little too long until breath comes in, gas, back starts, toes curl, and we collapse. It's exhaustion, but it's the good tired. Laying in each other's arms and sleeping. Good sleeping.
I can sense the edge of that coin with my actions on one side and his reactions on the other. And we send it spinning, scattering the light.
My name is Big Papa E, and I am a wussy boy. It's taken me a long time to admit it. I remember shouting in high school, "No, Dad, I'm not gay. I'm just a little sensitive." I tried to like hot rods and jet planes and Budweiser poster girls and fucking football, but I never got the hang of it. I don't know what's wrong with me, Dad. And then I saw him, there on the silver screen, bigger than life and unafraid of earrings and hair dye and rejoicing in the music of The Cure and Morrissey and Susie and the Banshees, walking loud and talking proud, my wussy boy icon. Ducky in Pretty in Pink. And I realized I wasn't alone. And I looked around and I saw other wussy boys living large and proud of who they were. Ralph Macchio, wussy boy. C. Thomas Howell, wussy boy. And Lord God, King of the wussy boy movement, Matthew Broderick. Unafraid to prove to the world that sensitive guys kick much ass. Now, I'm no longer ashamed of my wussiness. Hell no, I am empowered by it. When I pull up to a stoplight and some redneck testosterone methamphetamine jock frat boy asshole dumb fuck pulls up beside me, cranking his Trans Am stereo with power chord anthems till big tits and date rape, I no longer avert my gaze. Hell no, I just crank all 12 watts of my car stereo. And I rock out right to his face. I am human and I need to be loved just like everybody else does. I am wussy boy. Hear me roar. Bar fight? Shit, you think you can take me, huh? Just because I like poetry better than Sports Illustrated? Well, allow me to caution you, for I am not the average, everyday, run-of-the-mill wussy boys you beat up in high school, punk. I am fucking wuss core. Don't make me get Renaissance on your ass because I will write a poem about you. A poem that will tear your psyche limb from limb, that will expose your selfish insecurities, that will wound you deeper and more severely than knives and chains and gats and baseball bats could ever hope to do. You may see 65 inches of wussy boys standing in front of you, but my steel-toed soul is 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Bring the pain, punk. Beat the shit out of me. Show everybody in this bar what a real man can do to a shit-talking wussy boy like me. But you better remember, my bruises will fade, my cuts will heal, my scars will shrink and disappear. But my poem about the pitiful, small, helpless cockman oppressor you really are will last forever, fucker.
I ain't no movie star. No, don't point that camera at me. I'll be in your film. Peekaboo, 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 boo, boo, boo.
Hello, I am Uta, and I am artist. Uta has not been so successful, you know, with the males of the US. I mean, they come up to me in the bar, and they ask if I am natural bluehead. What do they want to know? Is my pubic hair blue? I have no pubic hair. It is inefficient. I'm from Germany, but my mother is from LA. Sometimes you'll notice this sort of Jaja LA trash twang in my voice. I was raised by a woman from LA, you know, but she raised me in Germany, and now I am here exploring my branches. And I am trying to find the men in the art. There was nobody to love on that tour except for Paul. He's a bus driver now. He was a man. Is that wussy boy gay? Or what? Is he gay or is he not gay? Is he a wuss? Haiku, what is haiku? All of this is haiku. It's a short bed poem. We have syllables in Germany, but they are much better.
I don't write no poems no more.
The thing I like about this Paul, he's very mysterious to me because when he talks, the sounds coming out of his mouth are not in sync. That makes me very happy. I mean, when I hear him, I see him and he says something, but the words, they don't come out just like that. They come out sort of like after effect. I love that. That's good. It's nice.
We have a little thing on the bus. It kind of comes from the National Poetry Slam head-to-head haiku. On the bus, we call it the haiku death match. The traditional form of haiku is 17 syllables. The Japanese form encompasses a season and an emotion, I believe. But I don't write the Japanese form. The American form encompasses almost anything you want. You want some haiku? I say hi, you say coo. Hi! 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 Let's get it on.
Spirituals are the way angels would sound singing in a cotton field.
The key that was lost was found in the very place it was safely put.
You're not bright. You said, I don't eat meat because I'm veterinarian.
Beside the dumpster, a rat drinking rain from an eggshell.
We have a new taste sensation this evening. For the haiku death rematch. This means grudge match. This means cage. This means rah. This means rah, 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 rah. I'm gonna say hi, and you guys are gonna say coo. Hi. Hi. Rock on.
Sex haiku number 719. 23 condoms, some KY jelly, shouldn't have eaten so much.
Real sex haiku. Evening's perfume still drenching morning's innocence. Desire lingers, drunk.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q.
Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Dude, that's hella zen.
The insult haiku. If brevity is the soul of wit, you're not as funny as your dick.
Hair Club haiku. A true story. Integrate brown hair into a balding ego. What a fucking scam.
This is a death match, so whoever loses has to die. You got it? Matthew, come here. You win. Cass, come here. Come here, Cass. You die.
Now, I want to tell you a story. My dog, Zach, has started channeling haiku through me. Now, and damn it, he writes them good, too, all right? Now, he tells me his cat is channeling haiku through him. We're doing head-to-head haiku tonight, and you're going to tell us who's a better writer, Zach, my dog, or his shitty-ass cat. Here's the way it goes. Number one, the paper boy comes. He wants to murder us all. Bark, 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 bark!
Slobbering dumb dog, so uncouth, uncultured, gross. Now, I'll lick my butt.
Why do you squeal so when I only touch my nose to your smelly place?
The hand is dangling. The man sleeps. Quiet, happy. I will end that soon.
Zach says, I've stopped humping legs, but I can't contain myself when your mother comes.
This is how it's gonna do it. I'm gonna walk off the stage. They're gonna hit haiku head to head, 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 head to head.
This Arizona sun melts my head and my balls into a red, bright, young me.
Single white female seeks fireman with arson heart. No bullshit, no smoke.
This arson heart is full of fire and brimstone that will burn your lover.
Lips locked, soul kissing, exchanging tongues. I awake, singing in Spanish.
This is friendly. This is all about my amigo. next to me. See?
I kissed you last night. You ignored me this morning. Let's try this again.
Gold beads in my throat. I pull them out and show you in the form of haiku.
Beauty that scares me. Sarah's sleeping tiny face asleep in my arms.
How cute. A baby haiku. Does that mean it is a bonsai?
No, Aaron.
That floored me. I can't. That's wonderful.
Oh, I can't believe how long these poems are. That's why I like haiku.
I'm a maid in this hotel, but in my country, like most women, I help prepare the dead for burial, and I know that bodies have their own light that they exhaust in living. Sometimes I think I can see mine leaving me, my own life flowing away into the afternoon sunlight that runs past these windows like a river. The rest of the day goes on without me, familiar noise, like the TV in the back of the room, sounding like game shows or interviews or prompted applause. It keeps me company. The first thing I do in these rooms is turn on the TV. It helps me ignore the intimate debris that always makes me feel like a stranger. Someone else's makeup sprawled beneath a bathroom mirror, a hairbrush, a dying newspaper, a pillowcase wounded by lipstick. People always leave the water running in the bathroom, mumbling to itself in the sink. Maybe it makes them feel less alone. In my country, the women wash the bodies of the dead, and that water is darkened by death. They say you can never use it again. You can't even pour it on your garden. It'll stop your roses from blooming, and your trees will never bear fruit. The water will sink into the ground, but the dirt won't even be damp. Once, when I was a girl, I helped wash a boy who had drowned in the river. I was young then and terrified of childbirth. I'd heard my mother screaming, begging God for her life when my brothers were born. I didn't want to go through that. I was holding the sponge, and the women were arguing about someone's husband. They left the room. I was alone with the body. Gray as wet newspaper, the water dripping from it. It could never have been alive. The sponge streaming water down my arm, falling on the dirt floor like dull rain. And no one was watching me. And I looked at his empty body, the water dripping from it, and the earth was dry beneath him. And I remembered my mother screaming, and I heard a voice inside me, a voice with no words, like water running through an empty heart. And I heard my own voice in the dark saying, I can't, no, I can't. And the sponge was warm as a breast, so I held it to my lips, and I squeezed the dead water into my mouth. It ran down my chin, it fell whispering in the dirt, and it had no taste at all, like it wasn't even wet. Left me thirsty. I never told anyone. I never did it again. And I never did have children. I remember it sometimes now, here, when I'm alone in these empty rooms, my own life flowing away, and the TV arguing in the shadows behind me. I remember that boy's gray body, and the different voices of water, here, in these dull rooms, all of them lit with no more light than a river carries within itself.
Every time I'd sit in the Catholic church with the cuffs my mother would give me with her eyes, I would look at the cross and see Jesus naked, looking at me like he was some diva, cross-dresser, looking at me and saying, "Hey, baby, come on, let's dance." And there at the altar, the priest would change and become my favorite DJ. I don't know, maybe he'd become Cameron Paul or those dudes from K-Day that I used to listen to when I moved here to LA, that would mix late at night or at lunchtime in the Bay when they would go 6 minutes to get fresh on. I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. It said they were suckers. They wanted me for the army or whatever. Picture me giving a damn. I said never. Primo, marino, hands full of strength, mind full of ideas. You dreamed of being a world champion marble player, but now on island shores, you be the best you can be. No more marbles, mind on the enemy, whoever the sergeant says it is. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. This is a journey in the sound. Grand verbalizer, what time is it? Grand verbalizer, what time is it? It was around Ramadan. And being the only Iranian Guatemalan in the house, I was wondering whether I should fast every Friday for 40 days and give up something like liver or C-SPAN for Lent, or kick it with my Muslim self and make fasting a daytime thing, giving up rum and coke, chorizo, and getting busy for 4 weeks. And then I heard a voice, "Get down with your Muslim Catholic self." Sometimes I pray a few rosaries to the east on Friday during a dilemma like this. And I know I should make a pilgrimage before I die, and Mecca, Jerusalem, and the Crying Virgin on Sunset Boulevard all sound like the right spots. But I keep hearing this voice. Get down with your Muslim Catholic self. 5 pillars, 7 sacraments, 10 commandments for one God? Trinity, infidelity, Christianity, divinity defined by infinity. But I can't count that high. I rebel and make a crusade to rid myself of all those trying to box me into one religion, one God, one identity. Jihad incarnate, amen. And the voice becomes a vision of Maya, Muhammad, and a pope or two, backed up by Miles, Jimmy, Bob, and Billy who sings the blues. Get down with your Muslim Catholic self. Get down with your Jewish Taoist self. Get down with your Zoroastrian, Baptist, Baha'i, Buddhist, Bacchanalist, African religion, indigenous religion, disco diva, hip-hop rockera, salsero, cross-dressing, X-Men reading, doing everything your parents told you not to do, revolution seeking, question asking, your God, your way self. Get down with yourself. Yourself. Or be down here in this heat forever and never reach the end of the circle. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, and the DJ spins on one good and evil, and he looks at me and smiles and says, dig, 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 and I realize I am tool on one turntable and poet on the other, and poet tool poo, and I poo, and I challenge you all to fall in and dive, submit to the words, to the language, and find yourself. Find yourself. Get down to your own rhythm. Amen. Peace.